Hello everyone, this is going to be an early video for TogetherweR because tomorrow is Thanksgiving in the US and it's a very stressful time for a lot of us. So this is going to be a holiday survival special video. I've introduced the slow saver stop method before, and there's actually a TogetherweR video that I put up about it. I actually wrote that and presented it on my website specifically for Thanksgiving because it's like the beginning of the winter holidays of like panic about food and stuff. So since that's already done, I'll just refer you guys to it. I'll put a link if you're interested. It's basically a mindful eating exercise. And then two other things I'm going to share. How do you deal with some people that you absolutely love and want to go and they're going to cook for you and you don't know, like, what are they making or what's going to be put in it? I have two techniques that have really helped me, and I just thought that I would share them. Because I know that this is something that probably every single one of us deals with. In therapeutic technique, in any sort of trauma or crisis or difficult experience, for example, people who deal with anxiety or panic disorder, that kind of thing, to rationalize and speak affirmations and reassure yourself, like, I am okay, I'm going to be okay, I recognize the symptoms that I'm experiencing. Talking yourself down does work. Like, okay, like, this is a reality check. I know for a fact, regardless of this fear and this, like, strange, like, anavision, weird internal perception of, like, holy shit, I just morphed into this, like, massive excess, right? Just because, like, you're not feeling the emptiness that you rely on for security. Remind yourself of that. Like, okay, yes, I am feeling now that the state which makes me most comfortable has been altered, but I heard this quote on a recovery video, and it's always stayed with me. It's one meal, dude. In the grand scheme of things, what sort of impact or lack thereof does one meal have? I mean, you hear it all the time, like, even, like, people who aren't body dysmorphic and aren't eating disordered, if they go on a diet, it's like, okay, once a month you can have, like, something really decadent, because spread out over the rest of the month, it's pretty much negated in your ultimate, like, physique outcome, really, like, it's just not that big of a deal, and it's easier said than done. But if you practice this, like, responding to negative self-talk and calming, self-soothing techniques, reassurance, grounding, being rational, talking back to the irrational Anna voice is so critical for my sanity. Like, that gets me through a lot. So yeah, it's one meal, dude. Like, no matter how much you eat, and it's never as much as you think if you're anorexic. Like, seriously, come on. Like, and that one incident is going to be distributed over, like, profound long-term deficit. It's just not that big of a deal, and I'm not trying to trivialize it. Like, I know this is a very traumatic and very serious issue here, but this is one of the things that helps me, just the self-soothing and, rational thinking, logical thinking, telling Anna to shut the fuck up because she's an irrational bitch and she's making no sense. Like, sometimes we have to talk back to that voice because that little you're out of control, weak and you're fat and you're disgusting and you're lazy and you're pathetic and you're worthless. Dude, shut up. I'm gonna have a meal with my family. Peace out. You know, like, if only it were that easy, hey. The second thing that really helps me is taking back the control. Yes, this is going to be a meal that is in excess of caloric value that I'm comfortable with. It's kind of, you know, I don't have control over what I'm eating or what it's composed of necessarily. But I am choosing here and now to allow this meal as a refeeding event. To me, these are blessed interventions from the universe. Because if we were not pushed, if we were not motivated by these social impeti, by these bonding impeti with our loved ones, to share food in a loving way, we would never allow ourselves that degree of diversity and intake, that degree of nourishment. So, really, they are challenges, but I tend to look at them as a refeeding event. If you look at it that way, and before you go, you allow it, you consciously decide, I am in control, and I give myself permission to partake of this meal. It is my choice, I am still in control, but I will be receiving essential nourishment, which I otherwise may not be motivated to allow myself. It is my choice, and I'm going to go eat this meal with my beloved family members. And it's okay, because I am deciding to allow it. And really, like, we need that, you guys. Like, every ascetic has to replenish at some point. Like, refeeding is good, okay? Like, I don't know. These are kind of like difficult things for me to say, because I do realize, like, yeah, I mean, we're trying to reason with pathology. It's a disorder. Like, it's not so easy to do that. But these are two things that, over time, with practice and mental exercises, have really helped me. So I just wanted to share that. And then lastly, I wanted to mention there is a metabolic phenomenon called the feasting response. And this is really important, because basically, if your body is presented with a short period of time with markedly drastic increased caloric intake, your metabolism will upregulate to compensate. So basically, if you eat like a normal person tomorrow, it's not going to have any overall effect on your long-term weight. So I would strongly suggest...
Safeway on Ken Pratt has chestnuts. Do you have any money for me?
Yeah. Interruptions, gotta love it. Okay, so... I totally lost my train of thought. Thanks, Mom. Right. The feasting response. So, yeah, I encourage all of you to think about this and not worry too much. We all survive the holidays every year. They're scary and stressful, but it is possible to get through them. So I hope these things help. And also, I will be online a great deal. If anybody wants to talk or could use a little extra support, please feel free to send me a message. I'm here for you guys. And I know it's a difficult time. So much love, and you guys, it'll be okay no matter what happens. Okay, please allow yourself to enjoy something delicious. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Be well, precious ones. Much love. Bye, guys.